Hey, I drove up today and found this strange looking box out here. I'm gonna ask Hayden to tell us, what is this thing for? We'll be right back. Hello, welcome back to Southern Oregon Safari, where buffalo roam. He's Hayden.
He's Jerry.
That's right. Hayden, this great big giant metal looking UFO type box, what is that?
It's a little different, isn't it?
Yeah.
Kind of catches the eye. It's not something you see every day.
A little impressive.
It's not a bank vault. I don't have any money. Anyway, well, long story short is this actually was originally a rhinoceros crate that was custom made for Spike the Rhino when I used to travel and do film work with him.
So that's how you transport a rhino. Now we know.
It's built like a tank. It's built kind of like a bank vault.
You would need one for a rhino.
Extremely heavy, overly built, and again, the rhino is very large. So the story with that is it was a crate that actually was inside of another trailer. It was like a cargo trailer. And the crate weighs probably around 7,000 pounds, and the rhino weighs about 6,500 pounds. Well, as the rhino, when I first started putting him in it, he only weighed about 3,000 pounds. By the time he started getting close to 6, he was too heavy for the axles on the trailer. So we had a little dilemma. So the crate was removed from that cargo trailer. Cargo trailer was sold, and it left the cargo box on the ground and unusable at that point, basically. So I realized that, it'd be nice to have. I don't really travel with them or move them anymore. But if there's an emergency and I needed to move them, let's say to a special veterinary situation, or there was a big fire and we couldn't put it out, I would want to get them out of here. I needed it on wheels.
Like a rhino ark.
Like a rhino ark.
Oh.
So basically, we talked over and over again about reuse and recycling, upcycling.
Yes.
Well, everything on that trailer is recycled.
Really?
So, yeah, basically, even the box. Most of the box is recycled. There's very few things on that that were actually new metal. Everything else was pre-used somewhere else.
Okay.
And so we retrofitted it to make the cargo box. It's heavily insulated. It's ventilated with windows and doors and all that. But it's built to handle a rhino. But it's heavy, and so we needed something heavy enough to hold him. Now, I think we talked about before, I have a lot of different scrap metals that I've gotten over the years, and one of the things I got was some of the big utility transmission towers, those really big, tall,
those
angle iron towers that hold
towers.
up the long towers of wire that stretch for miles and miles.
Yes.
Well, that's what that trailer is made of. All of it. And so I knew some guy that was working on a project near my old property, and they were scrapping it and grinding it all up and taking it to the scrapyard. And I said, wow, I could really use that material. And the guy goes, well, bring a trailer and I'll load you up. So
that's
it
resourceful.
Never hurts to ask,
Yeah, you don't get if you don't ask.
You don't get if you don't ask. And I usually a little shy about asking for stuff, but sometimes when it comes to materials that they're going to scrap and throw away, I'm like, hey, it can't really hurt to ask.
Right.
And it's amazing how many times somebody said, hey, I'd rather give it to you and let you reuse it than to scrap it. So especially with scrap metal, especially back then when I got that stuff, it was in the toilet. So scrap metal wasn't worth crapola.
Okay.
So, he's like, we don't get much for it. Take it. And it means we don't have to haul it and we don't have to grind it up.
Oh,
so
yeah.
I wound up with a big truckload of that galvanized material, and that's heavy galvanized. I mean, it's like some of it's 3/4 inch, some of it's 1/2 inch. It's heavy wall.
Oh my.
And a lot of it's 6x6, and some of it's, I think, 3x3 and 4x4. So it's a lot of heavy material, and it's galvanized through and through. That's the old stuff. That's probably galvanized and created in the 40s or 50s, and so that's when they used to galvanize it all the way through. Now it's just quick dipped.
Wow.
So this is really neat stuff. And I'm just glad that I was able to reuse it. So we built this really trailer. That's one thing. We have our own metal and fabrication shop here with our own welders and our own cutters and all that, which is great because we also just checked out, we just got a hold of that
we
cutoff
did
saw.
a product review on that abrasive
by Vivor.
chop saw.
Yeah, and that's going to be used quite a bit on this fabrication shop here. We love that.
Nice.
But anyway, going back to the trailer, we fabricated here. I'm good at fabricating. I'm not a great welder. I'm not a great fabricator, but I'm pretty good at it. And I designed this thing. And so the nice thing about it is the box can come off, and I can still use it as a flatbed or haul anything else on it. So it's got multi-purpose use.
It looks like brilliant engineering.
Yeah. And then we'll take a look at the axles. Are actually mobile home axles that I reused.
Well, that makes sense.
Off of an old mobile home. So yeah, it's really great. We'll walk around and check it out.
Okay.
But yeah, that's basically the story on the big thing. Now we're reusing it now instead of, because I don't travel the Rhino. I actually needed to move a camel recently, and I sold my trailer that I used to move the camel with. So I was like, now we got a problem. And then the light bulb, bing! I have that box. We can retrofit it once again and make it so it can handle the camel. It's tall enough, but the door is a little short for the camel.
Oh,
He's tall,
yeah.
his humps stick up over 8 feet, so we have to have that door taller. So we're getting ready to, that's why it's over here right now. We're getting ready to retrofit it to handle the camel in the back door so he can just go right in.
Okay.
So
Okay.
it's like a box of camels, but don't smoke this one.
No, don't smoke that camel.
Don't smoke this camel.
All right. So
So hope that clears the air on that.
Yeah. So yeah, pretty good. Very resourceful. Grabbing stuff as you see it.
We try to be.
Man, yeah. Remember, if you don't get it, if you don't ask. If you see something going to waste, ask for it.
Yeah.
9 times out of 10, you'll get it free.
At least 8 anyway.
Yeah, 8 out of 10, you'll get it free. Yeah.
I've had a few failures.
Nah.
Yeah.
But you asked.
I asked. You got to sometimes just go for it.
Yeah. Well, anyway, I'm Jerry,
I'm Hayden.
and this is Southern Oregon Safari.
Where the buffalo roam.
Please stay tuned to more videos. You can do that by subscribing and clicking that bell icon that alerts you to new videos as we upload them. We've got 2 new episodes coming out every week on Mondays and Thursdays. And subscribers, I want to point out too, when you come to the channel after you've subscribed, you get a treat to a special video that only subscribers can see. Yeah, so do that.
We'll have to make some more of those videos. Maybe some blooper reels.
Yes, blooper. We've been having some bloopers,
We
and they're
do some
funny.
good bloopers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Be safe. Always be kind. We'll see you guys in our next adventure.
Thank you.
Bye-bye now.